A very good morning to my dear computer students. Let us start our today's lecture. Beta, we were covering chapter number 8 and today we will be covering page formatting. So what is page formatting? Actually, the arrangement of the text on a page is known as your text layout, and when you need to set the page format, you need to focus on mainly the size, the orientation and the margins. Okay, the three things you must focus on while setting a page format. First is your size of the page that you are setting up, the orientation means the landscape or the portrait, and the margins means the spaces from the left side, right side, top and bottom. Okay, so we'll be discussing them one by one in detail, and how to set them, that we will also learn. Okay, so firstly, for implementing this page formatting, see, we have always discussed why do we need formatting in order to make the document look beautiful. Okay, so when we are talking about page formatting, that means what? A page should look beautiful. So for that, we need to go in the format tab. There you will get the page style option. So let us start it. Format tab, there you will get the page style option. Okay, so the page style, default style dialog box will open up, and there you will be able to see these options, okay, in front of you, and you can implement these options there as per your convenience. So there are many tabs inside it. Okay, there are 9 tabs, 9 tabs are there, and you can click on the second tab, that is your page. Okay, so this option is giving you many other options. Okay, this tab is giving actually many other options to you. So let us discuss them as they are being discussed in your book. Okay, so first is setting up a page size. See, when you are working with a different size of page, means when you want to print something, actually then that time it comes into action. When you are using a different size of page and your contents are, means you want to fit that particular content on a given page, your page size is something variant, not other than A4, then what you will do, you will go in this format option. There you will get this drop down menu, and here you can set the page size. Okay, if you are using a A3 page, A4 page, so whatever the size of the page is yours is, you can select the desired page. And if you want to customize the content and the page according to your convenience, then you need to go in this user option. Okay, when you will go in this user option, it will allow you to select your own choice of height and width, means you can decide yourself key what is the height and what will be the width of it, the page that you are going to print. Okay, so if you are, see, when you will select an A4, it will give you the default size of A4 sheet, and when you keep on changing, see, I'm changing it, like I'm scrolling my mouse, so it keeps on changing. Okay, so according to the different paper size, like A4, so this is the default size. Okay, if you select A3, so this is the default size, so accordingly it will change. So you can change the format of the paper, means your size of the paper on which you want to take the printout. Okay, so height and width easily will be changed according to the format you are selecting. Beta, next is your so beta, this is your preview always, and when you will click on OK, apply OK, then that particular page style or format will be implemented. Like I want to take printout on A4, so I'll select A4 here and then apply and then click on OK. Okay, so once you will click on OK, that page will be set according to your format that you have given here. Okay, next is your setting up the page orientation. So this page orientation actually refers to the way a page is to set to print. Okay, that is means you want to take print, you want to take the paper in the landscape mode or the portrait mode. So what is the portrait mode? Portrait mode is your vertical orientation of the page, and it prints the text lengthwise, means like this. Okay, lengthwise. Okay, when you will change the orientation of the page to landscape from portrait, then you will see it will get shifted into horizontal orientation, and that prints the text widthwise. Okay, it will print the text widthwise. Okay, I hope it is clear. So there are two orientation, portrait and landscape. Okay, next is beta, set the page margins. So how to set the page margin? What is the page margin? Actually, it is the blank white area between the text. Like we can say this is the starting of the text here. From here we will start writing, and the edge of the paper. So this is the difference that we are able to see from all the sides of the text to the edge of the paper. This is known as the margin. Okay, so you can set up the margin: left margin, right margin, top margin, and bottom margin. So there are 4 types of margin you can set. Okay, so you can increase in preview also. You can see if I'm increasing the left margin, so this area or the size between the, or the distance between the text and the edge of the paper is increasing if I'm increasing from it here, right? So this is the left margin is being increased. So if you want to increase the right margin also, so you can see in the preview also here the right margin is being increased. So top margin will allow you to increase the distance between the edge and the top text, and bottom margin will help you to increase the distance between the edge of the paper and the bottom text. Okay, so in this way you can implement the margin. Okay, but there are two ways to implement these page margins. First is your page style that I have discussed. You click on the format tab, then page style. Your dialog box will open up when you click on page style option. Okay, so here from here you can set the margin. So if I click on OK, you can see the page margin has been adjusted according to my requirement. Okay, you can see the upper margin has also been changed, the bottom margin has also been changed, left and right margins are also varied. Okay, so if you just see, I'm nullifying it. So this was the previous margin, and whatever I have given last time, it has taken it according to that. And second way, first way was I have shown you the page style, that is from the format tab, and second is from the ruler. Okay, so from this ruler what we can do, see this is the ruler that is present on the top, and we can adjust the margins accordingly from here. So you can see when I take my pointer to this place, into this gray area, I find that my mouse pointer has changed its shape, and has now become a double-ended arrow. So I can drag it towards right to adjust the left margin. You can see as I have shifted it, it has moved towards the right. If I want to shorten it again, I will take it back. So this is the another way to adjust your left margin, and from here also you will take it your mouse pointer there, and you can take it there, so your margin will also get adjusted from this side. So it is totally dependent upon you which style you are selecting. Either you can go with the format tab. Okay, from here the page style option you will get, and the page style default style dialog box will open up. Here also margin option is available. Okay, so beta, next is your page numbers. I hope the both ways of changing the margin is clear to you. You can use any of it. Okay, so before I take this page number, so page number we have already taken, that we can insert page number. Another way of inserting the page numbers, something different I have found, so I just want to discuss it from you. There are different ways in which we can add our page numbers. These are the different ways. See, so 1 2 3 as we have been using earlier. If we want to write A B C D on the page numbers, okay, so click it on and okay, you will see that now the page number has been renamed by ABCD. You can see this is page number A, this is page number B, and so on. If the more pages you are having, I was having just 2 pages, you can see here. So it will give page A, page B, and furthermore in format tab, again the page style dialog box I'm opening up. So if you want to change, like you want 1 2 3 like this, your first, second, third like this, click on OK, and you will see the page number first and page number second. This way it will come. So this was a different thing that I have found, so I just wanted to discuss with you people. So you can do it like that also if required. Okay, next is inserting the page break. See, why do we need to insert the page breaks? See, page breaks are basically required to separate out the 2 consecutive pages. See, this is the first page actually, and this is the second page, and if we want to insert a page break, then this can be done with the help of insert tab page break option. Okay, so let us see how to implement this page break option. So beta, for that what is to be done? See, actually by default the page break is already visible to you. This is the page break. Okay, so what is the benefit of using this particular feature that is available in the insert tab? Page break option is there. So let me make it very clear to you. Let us say we want to have a page break here, just that I want ki after this text there, this rest of the thing should come on next page. So how to insert your own page break? This was your default page break. When your one page has completely finished, then you want to, then the new page will be started up. So but what if in case you want to insert a page break from this paragraph? So click the mouse pointer here, place the mouse pointer here, and then go in insert tab, and the page break option you have to click. Insert page break at the very first option. Okay, the part you will get, and the shortcut key for it is control enter. So either press control enter or just click it here. So you will find that this paragraph is on the next page now. Okay, see, rest all the page elements, they have moved to the second page. This was the first page, this is the second page. Now we have 3 pages. Okay, so in this way we can insert our own page break. Just give the position. So see, I'm doing the control Z so that you may see that here we have inserted the page break. Again you want to see, like this time I want to have page break from here. So again insert page break. So you will see this is possible. Okay, from here it has come. I hope it is also clear. Now setting the header and the footer. Okay, so header, what do you mean by header? This we have done in previous class also, how to use header and footer. We have used this option to insert the page number from the header and footer. In last lecture we have done it. Okay, so what is header? Header and footers, basically they are present on the top of the page. Okay, the area at the top of the page and area at the bottom of the page, that is containing almost same information every time. Okay, like you can see, this is the footer part, information technology and the page number. On next page also you will find it with the information, I mean the digital documentation page number, and this way. Okay, so we can use this footer option, and we can add any graphics to header also. So whatever information we want to add to header and footer, we can easily add up. Okay, so here if we want to insert header and footer, for that you need to go in which tab? Insert tab again. Okay, so what information you can have inside your header and footer? You can add the page number or the title of the chapter. Okay, you can add the title of the chapter as well. Okay, then date also you can insert, and the author name. Okay, if the book is of ABC publication, then you can write ABC publication there. So any information that you want the user to see at every page in the form of header or at a footer, so you may add it there. Okay, so header is a section actually that appears at the top of each page between top margin and the first line of the text. Top margin and between the first line of the text. So this is the first line and this is the top margin. So in between we will get header here. You can see. So whatever you are writing, this is in header part. Okay, so we will be inserting data inside the header. You will see. Okay, so for that we need to go in your insert tab. Footer is also available in the same tab. Footer, what is footer? Footer is a section that appears at the bottom of each page. Okay, whatever information you can insert in header, we can insert that same information in footer if we need. Okay, generally we put page number or the document name. Okay, so let us try it. So insert tab is here, and we select the header and footer option. So where I can see it here. Okay, we have used this option in previous lectures also. If you will use header, then you need to click on the default style. So again you see already we have been using it. So it is saying all the content of the header will be deleted or restored. So yes, because we have used it earlier, so next time again I will be clicking on it so that we may apply a new header. Okay, so again it is giving me, like, I can give the name of the book like ABC book. Okay, fine. So when I'll click outside somewhere, so you can see on every page you will get this header. Fine, on every new page, if I insert a new page even, okay, if I keep on pressing enter to get a new page, so ABC book every time it will come. Okay, in footer already we have been using this page number like this, so you can see fourth has already there because we have already used this concept. Okay, so there are many ways to implement a particular thing. Either you can insert header and footer from this insert option, otherwise what we have used this format and page style. There also we have used this page number to be inserted and the footer. Okay, so it is totally your choice which option you want to use to insert these things in the header and footer. Okay, so beta next is your inserting page borders and background. So by default the page is not having any border. Okay, so you can insert your page border on a single page or more than one page. So there are many different styles of page borders that are available, like solid line is available, broken line is available, and many other options you will find when you will see to the practical of it. And you may select different width, style and type and color of the page border. This we have also done before that. So in format tab again I'm going, and in this I'll be taking up the uh, page option. Fine. So again the same page style option I need to click on, and this dialog box is in front of us. So borders this time we need to select. Okay, here we have this option to select all the four borders. Here we have to select this page style. Okay, the color also of the page border we can change, and the width also we can change. This we have done already in previous lecture also. The same it is being repeated. Okay, so this is the page border. Actually that was your paragraph border, this time it is the page border. So the method of implementing the border to a paragraph or to a page is just the same. Okay, so there is no change as such. Okay, if you want to apply a background color to a page, for that again you need to go in format tab, then again the page style option. This time the tab will be different. Here we'll be using the area tab, and the color option will be selecting, like I want to put this light color background. So you can see this way my background of the page has been changed. So in this way you can implement it. Rest beta will be doing in our next lecture. Thank you so much.